It's a new day. A Kiki Said So episode is out. You're you. You're sexy. What more could you want? Life is good. Life is good. Just like Mr. Future said. And I just got my hair done, so you know life is good. So everyone, go text my hairdresser and tell her she's perfect, amazing, and beautiful. Good job, girl. She's changed my whole life. Every time you scoot your butt up off of that hairdresser's chair, it's just like my whole world has changed, and you did that. They really are doing the Lord's work. Shout out to hairdressers everywhere. I have a would you rather, a really good one to make up for my absence. Listen, back to school is no joke. It's a full-time job in itself. I'm trying to do laundry and cook and make sure they go outside and have fun, and make sure I take my goddamn vitamins and we all shower and we don't stink and we have the supplies we need and go to work and create, and it's school supplies on top of that. No, there's a lot more that goes into back to school shopping. Every single parent will know, but just so I have a really good would you rather to make up for my absence. And you all probably will. I'll now be forever absent because you will all block me because of this would you rather. So it was lovely knowing you. Would you I don't know how I come up with these. I just do. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. Would you rather eat a bowl of soup and the only utensil you have, you can't use your fingers, is someone's toenail, like their big toenail fell off, and you washed it? Yeah, Dawn dish soap, and it's clean, but it's still, that's your spoon, a big toenail. It can't be your own. Duh. You MFers be in my DMs trying to find loopholes through this game. No, it's supposed to be difficult. Or would you rather your partner is sick? Partner, love of your life, or best friend? You have one of the three. Just choose one. They're sick and you have to suck snot out of their nose just like babies. Have you ever no one's even listening anymore because you all blocked me. That's fine. You know those babies, those tubes, and there's like a filter, but you suck on one end and it sucks mucus out of babies' noses because when they're so young they can't blow their nose on their own. Well, before that, growing up, I knew people who had babies before this was invented. Mothers would literally, with their mouth holes, have to suck the snot out of the baby's mouth. So, what you picking? I'm thinking of a fully grown man's mucus and but yeah, have you guys ever done that? The more you know, huh? One thing about me, TMI doesn't exist. And I will happily share things that people would classify as TMI to make you all feel better about yourself, to make you feel comfortable. You are not alone. So recently I had a yeast infection. Listen, I put gym leggings on for 1 hour too long, fucking yeast infection. There's one time I slipped in. They're really good, actually. They're these leggings from Amazon. I can send you the link if you want, but they're so buttery smooth, so flattering. I wore them. I think I was just having a really, really sad girl day. So I took a long nap in the leggings from like the clothes I was wearing that day. And then I was so tired that I actually ended up waking up from my nap and then going back to sleep and sleeping through the whole night. And I knew the second I woke up in the morning times, I was like, you did it. You gave yourself a yeast infection. There's something about leggings. Any hoosies. I had one recently. And so I went to Walgreens to get some medicine for it. The little shooter-uppers. First of all, the one I bought, I'm going to show you so you're all warned and none of you buy this. It literally smells like bleach. Like in the morning time, it smells like you just cleaned your bathroom, and it feels like bleach in your coochie hole. I was crying for 10 minutes because it felt like someone took what is it, Ajax? Whatever the bleach is called. I just know it's a blue bottle. And it felt like they put it on my cooter hole. So don't you worry. I will find out what it is so none of you ever take it in your lifetime. And the reason I picked it, because it was like, these are natural ingredients. Yeah, natural from hell. Let's see, yeast infection. It's an orange box. You steer clear. Stay clear of it. What the hell is it called? Femi-Clear. Femi-Clear yeast infection. It's an orange and purple box. Don't ever buy it. I mean, unless you like the smell of bleach and the feel of bleach on your coochie, then by all means go ahead. But every time, because the gym leggings and stuff, I get a yeast infection, I would say at least once a year. Typically from clothing. And I always know I'm like, it's going to happen. And the other side of me is like, no, I'm fine. And then it happens. And then it's like, bitch, I told you so. I'll always be in line to buy this shit. And the cashier will look down at the fucking monostat, the yeast infection thing, and look me in the eyes and ask me how I'm doing. Do you really want to know? Do you, Bradley? Let's just keep it pushing. Tell me my total and let me get out of here. And then another man in line, he was in front of me. He kept making eye contact with me, looking down at what I had, and kept making eye contact with me, but almost like a smirk, as if he was like waiting for an opportunity to talk to me. Don't you dare hit on me while I'm shopping. I'm not doing okay right now. Let's just not, shall we? I feel like that should be illegal to hit on someone in Walgreens, because no one's ever doing well in there. Goodness gracious. What the hell? Paper on my lip. It is the summertime, and it makes me so happy, and I love summer. And I'm sure I'm like this, so someone else can relate. Oh, don't you yawn. It'll get to like month 2 or 3 of summer, and it's like, all right, I'm ready for autumn. I'm ready for cold Christmas time. Christmas time comes. Okay, I'm ready for spring. Spring comes, and you're in spring. And you're like, oh my gosh, I want summer. I want beaches. Or I'm sure parents can relate. Your kids are at a certain stage. I miss that stage. I can't wait till they get to that stage. And we just will forever miss out on life if we keep like wishing for another season. I know I had to tell myself this all summer long. I'm like, you've been waiting for summer for a whole fucking year. How are you going to sit here and wish for another season? And then when that season comes, you wish to be in another season. And it's like, I forget, and I'm sure you guys can relate, like, right now I'm in a season that I wanted for a really fucking long time. Whether that's my money situation, what I have with my kids, the seasons, whatever it is. And it's normal as humans to want more, but I think we'll just miss out if we keep wishing for the next thing. Next thing comes, it's never good enough. Like, what if we just enjoyed what we have? And things are going to suck, and we're going to have hard days, and there's shitty things about each season of life, literal season, but this is what you wanted and you got it. Like, is you going to appreciate it? Are you going to enjoy it while it's here? Because it's going to be gone soon. So I've been having little talks with myself like, you wanted this. It's going to be gone soon. So you enjoy it. The lake days and the long days and the kids staying up and being spontaneous. Like, you fucking enjoy this. You enjoyed the hell out of it. And then you enjoy the next season. So we have been having a very, very fun summer. That reminds me, I took my kids to this like local pool last week. And both my kids were in the pool. My oldest is a confident swimmer, but my son's not yet, so it's fine. I had to be by him at all times in the pool. And there was just, it took me right back to childhood. There were all the older kids, who came without their parents. I'm guessing they were between like 11 and like 15. And just, it's a smaller pool, so they're by me all day long. I'm human, I'm naturally nosy. And they're just whispering to each other, checking each other out. Cassandra likes Bradley, and then they'd be hitting on each other from across the pool, and then they'd get embarrassed. And then there was these two kids. Literally, it's a tiny pool. Like, I couldn't escape this if I wanted. So they were just my reality TV for the day. These two kids, it took them like an hour to hug each other. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But it made me so sad. I saw half of the girls in bikinis, but they were walking around. Stop yawning. They were walking around covering their tummies, and they looked so cute and so good. But that reminded me of when I was a teenager. Like, I wanted to wear, my mom didn't even want us to wear bikinis, but I wanted to wear t-shirts over my togs, or I always wanted to put a towel on when I got out of the pool, or I was always covering my stomach. And then you just look around, and the people that are walking around confidently and owning their body, they look like 10 times better. It doesn't matter the body shape or big belly, little belly, thick thighs, thin thighs. Like, the ones that are fucking owning it and like, this is what I got and I don't give a fuck. It like automatically makes you look 10 times better. But it faux show took me back to childhood. The obsessing over each other and giggling, and the girls versus the guys. And then there would be these little kids, and you would just see them. They got their goggles on, so they're swimming. And you'd watch them, like, be a little pervert for, like, 2 minutes. And you're staring. It was hilarious. It was very, very funny. Yeah, we've been enjoying summertime. I love summer. I went to a wedding last Saturday, so I got mushrooms for it. And then I did them, like, a couple more times every other day. I got so much sleep. Why am I yawning? Couldn't tell you. But I just forget, because I haven't had them for a while, how much mushrooms are heart openers. I'll be a mushroom pusher till the day I die. I feel like everyone could benefit from them. They are so just healing, and they make you happy, and there's no come down, and you realize a lot of things. I really love using them for when I tend to feel avoidant, or I want to heal from things or work through things. They just, like, for me specifically, when I take mushrooms, it feels like my heart is just, like, opening up, and I'm willing to be a lot more vulnerable, and I appreciate small moments. And I was just so present during the wedding, and everything was amazing. Like, I just looked everywhere. Like, the groom came down the aisle he either started at the top of the aisle or came down to, like, Future and DJ Khaled. And to me, that was, like, the best thing in the whole world. It was so good. But I love mushrooms. I came home and I sent one of my friends, like, a 2-minute voice note of how much I loved her. And then I made a video on my camera roll talking to myself about how just, like, everything I loved and how grateful I was for everything. Like, it just feels like you have the biggest heart boner. And I love them, and I recommend them, and I push them. And if you ever want to do them, I'm fucking down. But I microdose. I don't full on trip. That you have to, I feel like, be a lot more careful. Do it around people that you trust, have good energy, in a safe space, preferably like home, nature. I love to do them though. Big fan. Big fan. I'm also a big fan of 99% of you have probably watched Hunting Wives. If you're like me and when popular shows come out, you refuse to watch it, listen, this is different. I'm usually like you. This show has pigging, murder, suspicions, catty small town drama, closeted couples, jail. It's got everything. It's got high school. It's got so good. But can we, am I the only one that noticed how bad everyone's hair was? Half the show I actually didn't pay attention. I enjoyed it and still didn't pay attention because the hair was so bad. Specifically, Brittany Snow. Who's Margot's character? Both of them. They were done so dirty. So dirty. But if you haven't watched it, you should watch it, or you should watch it again, or we can just watch it together. It's a really, really good show. I feel like all humans can relate because we really are such simple creatures. But a lot of us feel misunderstood, or like no one's really understood us. We don't understand ourselves. The thing that changed my life was, first of all, both astrology and gene keys. I feel like there might be situations where someone told you that's wrong, you're doing things wrong, you're too different, like you're wrong for being the way you are, and things just don't make sense, or you feel like nothing's ever felt aligned. The first time I read both my human design chart and my astrology chart, it was like such this boost of confidence, and I don't do them as much anymore, but anytime I've ever talked to anyone about their astrology or their human design chart, I would do human design charts. But anytime I've had a conversation with someone about both human design or astrology, I still have screenshots in my camera roll because I feel like more people should know about this, whatever. But every single person was like, this changed my life. I've never felt like this. I feel so seen. I feel validated. And I feel like that would change every human's life. And so this is me yet again telling you, because you can do your birth chart for free. You go online, my favorite's Cafe Astrology. You would Google free birth chart, and you put in all your information, but then you're going to scroll. It'll probably take you like, I don't know, depending on your reading comprehension, your reading skills, it'll probably take you like 15 to 20 minutes to read your own, but it will feel like someone wrote a book about you. It will feel like someone has watched you your whole life and wrote a book about you. And it is just so validating. And all the ways that you feel like you've been wrong or too different, like you were made this way for a reason. And it is just so validating. And then for human design, they're connected and similar, but also different. So like there were a few things I learned in human design that really validated me. So like I'm an emotional projector. And so what human design taught me was to make big decisions when going through conflict, heavy emotions, like big emotions, especially like fighting or making big decisions, that it's best to sleep on it. And it's almost like emotions come like big waves. And it totally is. Like, anytime I've had an argument with someone, if you piss me off and we have a conversation right then, there, in that moment, I will say things I don't mean, and I will feel things that aren't necessarily true. But if I sleep on it and I wait and kind of give myself a second to breathe, to think about it, then I can come to the conversation with a clear mind. Like, when I am upset, mad, it literally feels like I have brain fog. Like there is red in my head. And when I learned this, the whole being an emotional person and waiting it out, like sleeping on it, giving yourself some time, anytime I have practiced that, it has absolutely changed my life. And so these things are just validating. I feel like it would bring a lot more people confidence if they felt seen. Like that will change anyone's life, to feel seen and feel like you're not too different, or these things haven't been wrong about you. So this is just, if you're feeling a little misunderstood, go read your own chart, or there are plenty of free Instagram pages, people that will read your chart for you. You can buy books, YouTube channels, but that's just priceless. That really was huge for me. So any chance I get, and I can tell people, like, there's nothing wrong with you. This is the way you were made. Like, maybe view this as like a superpower. Stop comparing yourself to other people who are different. You are meant to operate differently than these other people. It's really helped and validated them. And I love that. I love being able to do that. So that's just your little reminder from Kiki. I just reread my human design chart. And so that was fresh in my mind. I slept with a frequency last night. I just went on Spotify and I chose a root chakra frequency. I know this about myself. I definitely have, not so much anymore, definitely avoidant from childhood shit, whatever. We're all traumatized in some way. And the way we move about it, handle it, is different for everyone. Definitely, typically more avoidant. I have wounds around like family, home life. So like to some, settling down and being married, it sounds like the dream. To me, that's like, you will hurt me and you will ruin my life, and that is a nightmare. And so I've been working on that, but I chose a root chakra, something where I'm going to feel a lot more safe, grounded, because like, it's just so funny. Like, logically, I know I could handle it. Logically, I know there's good people out there, but then like my subconscious, my brain is like, scary, sabotage it, push them away, avoid it. And so I slept with that last night, but I had the best sleep ever. So typically I'll wake up at least 2 to 3 times during the night. I slept from the moment I closed my eyes to the moment I woke up. And so I'll keep doing that. But yeah. And if you like aren't familiar with like places where you'll have wounds or things you might want to work on, this is your like do it. And also warning, downloading the pattern app, I've said it a million times, that shit will read you like a book too. And they send you little reminders every day. Like my constant reminders, like you have wounds in your family and home life, and you'll probably struggle to feel safe with a person any time. And so it reads me like a book, but it's fine, because then I'm like, okay, I know this about myself. I want different, so let me heal it, let me work through it, not just avoid it. I was, when I got my hair done this week, me and my friend hairstylist, we were talking about friendships and something she was going through, but she asked me, she was like, have you ever gone through a friendship breakup? I was like, bitch, have I? Bitch, have I? So many. And I think my first one was probably like 7, 8, 9. And it doesn't matter if I'm 9 or 27, every single one still feels like there's a knife in my heart. Like there's just a bunch of little knife holes from all their knives. And I don't think it ever stops hurting. Does it stop hurting for you guys? There's not a single friendship breakup that did not leave a sad little wound. God, and they're so... Breakups are one thing, like, that ain't shit. Friendship breakups, like, hold the memorial, there is an emotional gravesite, like, that shit sucks so bad, and I don't think it ever stops sucking. But then it also goes to show how beautiful, like, platonic friendships are. But fuck, they're so hard. So I thought it was funny when she said, have you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I really have. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Shout outs to you if you're going through still hurt from a friendship breakup. Like, me too, girl. And there was a time. I think it was my last big one. I was like, I'm never going to have a friend again. I'll just avoid them all together. Then, of course, I didn't make any rash decisions in that moment. But I was like, okay, you're being a little dramatic. Let's learn and try again. But there really is. There's only so much healing you can do on your own. And then when you get into friendships or relationships, they trigger the fuck out of you. And it's like they see you for who you really are. They see you naked. They see you vulnerable. And there's that healing that can only be done with these other people. So yeah, it's tempting to avoid it, but... And it's not like you're this big project that needs to be fixing, but we do all have like trauma and wounds and weaknesses, and these relationships can be mirrors to ourselves of what we can work on so that we can be a better person and be happier and like get the things we want. Because you really can't see this shit that until you're in these kinds of relationships, platonic, romantic. They will. And trigger the fuck out of you. But it serves a purpose. It sucks, and it's also good. But yep, shout outs to you and the friendship breakups, in the forever ever wounds, like forever ever. God. One thing I've been doing lately is I've been reminding myself, because I knew this, but it's like sometimes you forget shit, you know. I've been getting myself or doing the things that I've desired or wanted for a while. So like, say I've been telling myself, I really want sushi, like I'm craving sushi. I'll then make that almost a priority to almost like clear that energy, and also at the same time show myself like it is possible to get the things you want. Like, look how easy that was. Or there's something I've been wanting to buy for a while. Buying it for myself and showing myself like, see, you can have the things you want. But also, I don't know, I almost think of it as like this energetic decluttering. And you can do this with, like, if there is a conversation you need to have, it's uncomfortable and it sucks. But as soon as you have that conversation, the energy decluttering that will be free from like your soul and your mind is like, it is worth all the fucking uncomfortableness. There's something you feel like you've been needing to say to someone. Having the balls and doing it scared and having that conversation, it is like the biggest weight off of your shoulders. Or if there's something you've been avoiding, I don't know if it's fixing your mailbox, cleaning your car, cleaning your garage, emailing someone, renewing your health insurance, whatever it is that every single day you just kind of remember you need to do it and it bothers you, just fucking do it. And it's like a decluttering of your mind, your soul, your spirit. And so all of these things, I've been doing them, and it feels like emptying all the tabs in your brain, or like cleaning your mind. That's how it feels. And it's like itching a scratch that you've been needing to scratch for a while. The conversation thing is hard, but it really is. It's worth it. It really is. And I won't go into details, but it really is worth it. And shit, if there's a conversation you need to have with me, like, have it. Let's have a big grown-up conversation. I'd love to have it. It might look like you're following someone that you don't even like, having the balls to unfollow them. But yeah, this is your reminder. Like, what have you been wanting for the longest time? Like, something you can't let go, a screenshot in your camera roll. Is there a date you've been wanting to take yourself on? Like, just doing it, not waiting for the special occasion, not waiting for something is perfect. Like, it's like checking off a to-do list in your brain and then freeing up space for more desires and more things. Just do it. I did that. There was this there's this hoodie this artist was selling, and it wasn't a cheap hoodie, but I've been wanting it for a while. I think the first time I screenshot the hoodie was like last year, and it came out in different colors, and I could just never let it go. Like, every time she re-released it, every time she posted it, I was like, I want it. And then I was like, well, why aren't you getting it? Like, do you believe the money won't come back and you can't afford it? Like, if you really are someone who's thinking abundantly, you would buy yourself the hoodie because you, like, you know, it's good. It's good to give yourself the things you desire. And then when you get the things you desire, you're vibrating higher and you're happier. You make room for more desires. You're proving to yourself you can have the things you want. And I was like, you're fucking right, girl. And I bought it. And it feels great. And I've had no regrets. And my life didn't come crashing down. I didn't go into crippling debt. And like all of these things that your brain tries to tell you. But this is your sign. What do you want? What do you want? And why do you think you can't have the things you want? Be so fucking for real. Also, give yourself grace. So much grace. You're trying your best, or hopefully you are, but just so many of us can be so mean to ourselves and just spiral and focus on all our faults and our weaknesses. And yes, we may have fucked up, and yes, we may have weaknesses, but also that isn't the entirety of who we are. Like, yes, fuck up, and then use that as an opportunity to do better, to know better. Apologize and make it right, but it doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't serve you to sit and marinate and obsess over all your faults and beat yourself up constantly. It's not serving you. That's not serving the world, the collective. Like, fuck up. If you are in this friendship or relationship and one of you fucks up and you have the conversation and apologize, let it go. Don't hold it over their head. They're just, I fucked up so many times this year, and I did catch myself like almost beating myself up. But it's like, I'm human. Like, why is there this insane unnecessary thought that I need to be perfect? I'm going to fuck up. Like, that's what I signed up for. When I signed up for life, I knew that that's the most human thing of all, to fuck up. Like, what are you going to do with that fuck up though? Are you going to be better? Are you going to learn from it? Are you going to continue doing it even though now you're aware that it's hurting other people, hurting you, no. I fucked up and I apologize to these people, but also I'm like, I don't want to do that again. How can I make different choices? How can I show up differently? How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? So, give yourself grace. I'm giving myself grace because I don't know what it is. First of all, this most recent Mercury retrograde, like, she grabbed me by my hair and she was dragging me the whole time. She was so rough. She was so rough. And then I was PMSing during that Mercury retrograde. I am like I'm typically very kind to myself. I was like having the lowest of low thoughts. I was bullying myself. I was mean to myself. Like, that was a rough retrograde. Everyone I talked to had a rough time, but god damn. So we're all trying our best. And if we're not trying our best, we can try our best. But at the end of the day, it's a choice that you get to make. And make that choice with your whole chest. Just be aware of the consequences that will come with your choice. You're doing amazing, and it's only going to get better and better and better and better. And I need that to be your daily expectation. As soon as your eyes open up, be like, it's going to be such a fucking good day. And even if I have a bad day, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to have my bad day, and you let it be a bad day, and then you move on. But it's going to get so good because you're so special. So special and beautiful and gorgeous. And you'll just get better and better and better. It's kind of inevitable. And you was loved. And I just, every day this week, if you feel a forehead kiss, that was me. That was me. Do you want more? Was that enough? Should we keep it going? I love you and I mean it. And I'm supporting you and I'm fucking rooting for you. And I love you, say it back. Bye.